your shoulder joint should be mobile and healthy enough to, you know, hold this position. I like starting deep, and then I just kind of push up, and I'm feeling it. Like, I feel the tension and everything. A lot of my weight is right underneath, like, you know, that part of your chest here. I feel like that's, and the more I lean forward, the more I emphasize that. And then as I lean forward as well, the top part of my chest is also tensing up. So that's the reason why I've kind of got a forward tilt. I'm kind of focusing on, you know, see, like, my shoulders back, and I'm trying to, like, I'm focusing on shoulders back, and I'm keeping my elbows in, but I'm not too focused about elbows in. I think as long as my shoulders are back in the correct spot and like the correct place, everything else is going to move and function correctly. See, because if your shoulders are forward, you can't go so deep, and your elbows are already flared. But if you kind of come back already, if you pinch your shoulder blades, elbows are already set in that ideal path. So everything's in alignment. You can sit down into that deep spot and squeeze up. I feel the sore chest right there. Coming back down as well. Controlling it on the way down. Just like that. That's how I do my dips. And you'll notice, or at least I noticed, that I felt a lot more flexibility in my shoulders once I started doing dips like this. And I think that's the big thing, is that a lot of these gym people, these trainers and all that kind of jazz, they talk about range of motion, time under tension and all that kind of. It's like, bro, I say this all the time. The body is like the most intricate and well-designed organism on this planet, you know what I mean? Like the way it functions, the movement, how everything's connected, and all these different systems are connected in the body. So I say all that to say, like, you know, our joints were made to move. Like, we evolved from, so they say, apes or whatever, made to move. You know, these joints are made to function. So it's not meant to just be, you know, your shoulders aren't just meant to go like this on a bench press, on the shoulder press. You're meant to be able to, like, do a full 360. I'll show you after this when I switch the camera around. But you want to be able to fully, comfortably move with a full range of motion in your shoulders. And I played rugby for years, so I've always had bad shoulders from injuries and stuff. That's why I'm talking about having full range of motion in my shoulders, because I've kind of restored it a bit. Not really a bit, like, I've restored a lot of mobility, and especially on this shoulder. Like, it's froze up. There was a point this one froze up. I woke up one morning after a game and it was just like frozen like that. I ended up just going out a doctor and everything. They just put you in a sling, and there's nothing much they can do. But yeah.